out as a veteran and understand your story, your testimony, your medical ailments, and provide you the highest rating that's gonna blow you out the roof is a failure to success. And I'll tell you right now, that is the main point I always make sure that I try to drive home, is that you can't depend on the VA to do everything for you. Understandably, you are a veteran, you need help, you need the counsel, you need the understanding. But I'll tell you right now, unfortunately, the testimony of your particular story as a veteran isn't going to be as impactful to them because they look at these things every day.
Hello and welcome to the Prepare to Compete podcast, where we talk all things VA benefits, real estate, entrepreneurship, and more. Kenneth Davis, how you feeling today, my brother?
Man, I'm wonderful. Blessed to be here in 2024. Made it to the turn of the year.
Made it to the turn of the year, man, and we have some wonderful things planned for you this year. So we appreciate all the support. We're going to continue to give you guys great content in 2024. The only thing that we ask for you guys is your responsibility is to go ahead and like and also comment. I ain't even gonna tell you to subscribe if you don't want to, right? Because you might, have a little bit. I only subscribe to certain people, right? Go ahead and just like if you watching this. Also, again, comment. You could either comment on the content, right? Or giving us some feedback on some different things, or you can just let us know where you're watching from. We always want to know that and how we can actually help serve our veteran community. So please, it definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm, right? My goal is however many views we have on this video, let's have the same amount of comments, right? It's going to be tremendous for our growth. And, we all owe that to the veteran community, right? Because this information about VA benefits is so important. And we want this information to be spread all over YouTube. So just by you leaving that comment right there is going to allow us to do that.
100%, and that's that again, we want to be able to communicate to the masses, right? Again, great. This platform is amazing, but we want to be able to communicate to the masses. So you guys' support is definitely something that we love. So please, again, at any point in time, reach out, but also make sure you comment as well. So.
Absolutely. Great. Make sure you comment. So today we're going to be covering our bread and butter, talking about VA service connected benefits, right? And something that I want Kenneth to kind of unpack for us today is, we have a lot of veterans who actually apply for their benefits and, whether they just got out of service, right, or they've been discharged for years, and they're like, oh man, my claim is going to be a slam dunk. I know I got everything right. I'm really dealing with all of these different injuries and ailments, and I deserve 100%, right? I'm going to get that 100% rating. And, sometimes they come back disappointed about that rating decision. And what I want Kenneth to unpack today is, what reasons why veterans who may actually deserve that higher rating, why it always doesn't actually come true for them. So I want you to talk a little bit more about that expectation versus reality of those rating decisions.
Yeah, man, that's a great point. Expectations, right? VA expectations and service member expectations, they never align. Right? So I always want to make sure that we're always making sure that we're putting ourselves in position to understand, again, factual versus aligning ourselves with, again, expected points. So with that said, there's so many different reasons on why your benefit is not being able to get the highest rating that you think you may deserve, right? There's so many different factors. There's so many different points. There's so many different alignments that needs to be put in place to make sure you get that increased rating. But again, just to name a few would be, obviously, is your ailment service connectable, first and foremost, to be able to become service connected, but is it an element that's going to get you a higher rating or increased rating, right? You may be chasing a condition that only has a maximum percentage of 10%, right? Again, it's a lot of these PACT Act issues and other issues that are out right now that unfortunately maximum percentages are 10%. The likelihood of service connection may not be your expectation. It may not, your likelihood of getting service connected may not happen because you're not able to corroborate your story. That is another reason, right? And a reason that I'll leave off with would necessarily be is that your injury may be severe, right? Because severity matters in regards to the expectation of rating that's received, whether it's 10%, 20%, 30%, or whatever you receive. However, severity of injury may not be severe enough the day you go to your C&P examinations. So that's an expectation as well. So with those conjured points, I'll tell you this, that expectation management and also claim management is very important. So if you are a veteran that has submitted your claim case file and is expecting a slam dunk claim, or has an expectation that you will receive a higher rating percentage but do not receive that, well, did you go through the process fully and thoroughly as a veteran of understanding the laws, regulations, updated directives? Are you claiming conditions that you feel as though that has been service related, that is going to get you an increased severity? Are you putting the time to actually walk your case files through the process of understanding of what you need to get a higher rating? It's a lot of different pinpointed factors. So I always want to say that with that being said, it is just about education, organizational management, and case management, and also understanding how to carve out a strategy that's going to get you to your successful points. So yeah, that's a big factor.
Absolutely. That's great. That's great. And actually, we have a lot of people that actually refer to veterans in the sense of receive a lot of referral clients, right? Because, we've been doing a lot of great work in the community and that sort of thing. And I have a story about a referral that I actually recently just received. And, a lot of times our veterans, when they're applying for service connection, this person had already applied, different things of that nature, and just figuring out ways that they can be helped in service, and we can do anything to kind of enhance. Because again, we're always about helping, whether you filed your claim yourself or whether you worked with someone else previously. If we could give you any knowledge or education that enhance your claim, we want to do that. Definitely, if you have any questions, right? So this veteran has some questions regarding why their claim is taking too long, right? And obviously, we made that video about the backlog. Veteran was actually unaware that, hey, they have over 1 million claims right now. And something else that was uncovered during that conversation is that we're talking and it was like, yeah, I didn't, it was like, I don't know why it's taking this long, I was in service for X amount of years in this branch. The VA has all my information and different things like that. I'm just like, hold on, pause here, pause. Like, you said what? Did you submit your service records? Did you submit any type of medical evidence? It's like, no. They have all of that stuff. Why is it taking them so long to make a decision? And I'm just like, I know, Ken, you're going to go in on this point, right? But, and I'm just thinking myself, even again, I know a lot about this space. I don't know as much as this guy here to quote manual references and CFR codes and things, but I know that submitting a claim that's not fully developed and expecting a quick rating decision is an absolute no-no.
We can just scroll down the channel and see all the information I provide on actually providing yourself a chance at successful and quicker rating by providing the information, right? There's no reason you shouldn't submit your DD-214. There's no reason you shouldn't submit your service medical records. There's no reason you shouldn't submit any additional medical information and evidence on your behalf. Just reason being again, having the federal government to search for these things, it's sometimes it's not going to be the best in your favor, right? We have to understand the Department of Veterans Affairs is the fifth largest entity of the agencies. You understand? So when we're talking about this, is a huge federal agency that controls over 20 million files of people, right? You have to understand that. And that is just in the nation now. That does not include all of the service members prior to you. So having an expectation of having an expectation that the Department of Veterans Affairs is going to single you out as a veteran and understand your story, your testimony, your medical ailments, and provide you the highest rating that's going to blow you out the roof is a failure to success. And I'll tell you right now, that is the main point I always make sure that I try to drive home, is that you can't depend on the VA to do everything for you. Understandably, you are a veteran, you need help, you need the counsel, you need the understanding. But I'll tell you right now, unfortunately, the testimony of your particular story as a veteran isn't going to be as impactful to them because they look at these things every day. We want to hear your stories. We want to know what happened and how we do that. And what we do with that is that we develop a strategy for the veteran. But with that, I'm sure you gave them the best counsel and letting them know that that one, we probably need to get your stuff over to the VA first and foremost, right? So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely want to get that stuff over. You don't want to leave it in their hands, right? I mean, oftentimes you talk about, they have a duty to assist and different things like that, but you don't want them to do too much lifting, right? You want to do all the heavy lifting as you can because you want to point them in the right direction, right? You want to say, hey, kind of almost underline certain things and make it easy for those VA raters to make a decision because, again, there is a current backlog right now. So when they're going and looking at your claim file and it's like, well, this is a little slim right here, right? I'm going to go ahead and do this claim that is fully developed already and I can get that out of there. This is going to take me so much longer even just to sort through what's going on there.
Yeah, no, 100%. And to be very honest with you, you have to understand that a lot of these people that are looking at these things, these raters, these claim adjusters and assistants and different things of that nature, you want to make it as simplistic as possible for them. Even if, understandably, most veterans are going to know the first step moving forward, which again, we can be able to provide you that assistance. But you want to be able to package it where it's going to be, again, understandable, but also identifiable. You understand? So it's just being able to put yourself in that position.
Absolutely, man. We want to make sure all our veterans are well positioned in 2024. And kind of as we close out here, Kenneth, again, reach out to us in the comments. We'll love to assist you. Love to know any kind of topics more that you want to hear. Is there any kind of wise words you want to end on for them today?
Well, with 2024, there's so many different, I guess there's so many different issues that are going on right now with changes in expected changes in different ratings, different ailments, diagnosis codes, and different things of that nature. And there's a lot of different people online that are spewing out of this information. A lot of this information is on the Federal Registrar, which again is deemed identifiable. However, we must understand that no one really knows what is going to be expected to happen. Okay, obviously this information is pushed through, but we talked about this over a year ago with these changes to federal regulations of mental ailments, tinnitus, right, and other conditions, respiratory ailments such as sleep apnea. With these conditions, I want you to understand that specifically that a lot of these changes are expected, but don't fear them, because there's still strategies that's going to put you in the best position to navigate to get to your ultimate goal. All right. So with those expected changes, do not allow someone else's fear to navigate your case file. Okay. And I know we talk a lot about gurus and different things of that nature, but I'll tell you right now, a lot of these, again, I would say partners, because they're trying to help the community, right? I never want to bash anyone, anything of that nature. They're trying to help the community. But what I will tell you is a lot of them are going to try to engage you in fear of these changes, engage you in fear of these changes with the VA, okay? That you may not get tinnitus anymore, that you may not get, or you may not get your mental health rating that you expect. They're going to take your sleep apnea away. Well, listen and understand this. I'll tell you right now, a lot of those people that you're listening to have probably never ever worked for the Department of Veterans Affairs in their lives. Okay, and I want you to understand the background, to understanding and navigate these people, research these people that are out there, to be able to get more information on what justifies you to be an expert. At the end of the day, we want to support the community. We want to make sure that 2024 is a success for you. So with that, we're going to continue to move forward in our community. We're going to have success here. Yeah. And I want you guys to understand that.
Yeah. I want you guys to continue to be a part of that, right? Continue to be a part of that learning and growing, and really want to help you guys with your claims process, but we also want to help you guys with just different aspects of life, right? And that's why we have our segments on real estate, have our segments on entrepreneurship, and we're going to be opening up, talking about more topics as well. So continue on that journey with us, man, for 2024 and beyond. We're going to be here with you guys. We're here for the long run. So even though you complete your claim and all that sort of thing, you can still watch this channel, because we're still going to have a lot of beneficial information for you. Of course, even with service connection benefits, because we're going to continue to give you those different regulation updates and things, but we're going to have other military and veteran related topics and conversations, such as mental health and transition, and, helping you guys navigate your careers and, different things like that, and just kind of sharing our experiences, man. So we're really excited to continue to do that with you guys. I hope you guys stay with us here to continue to learn and grow and prepare to compete, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, you guys are tuned in to the #1 veteran show. So continue to tune in, prepare to compete. We're out.
Peace.